Continue live right here at Pittsburgh CW. Bob Pompeani with you until 11 o'clock. We're here every night at 10:35 taking your calls and your opinions. Also, your tweets at KD Pomp. That's my address. Kevin Davis says the hypocrisy of the NFL runs wild. Burfict won't miss a game until he hits a quarterback. NFL is still making big bucks exploiting his hits. So they find Watt because he touched a quarterback, but Burfict won't miss time because people still want big hits in the game as long as it's not a quarterback. Interesting point, Kevin, and those quarterbacks are getting protected. The fact that Watt got fined $20,000 is just laughable to me. Totally laughable. Wasn't even a penalty. And then you have quarterbacks starting to embellish. They should start the hockey rule. 2 minutes for embellishing, because that's exactly what Matt Ryan did. And now they know those calls are going to be made. You can certainly embellish, and the league has got to watch that, in my opinion. Jim in Butler. What's up, Jim? How you doing?
Hi, Bob. I want to talk about contracts in sports.
Mm-hmm.
If you had work done on your house and they did a little bit of work and left, you'd take them to court. If they did work at my place and I didn't pay them, they'd take me to court. Let these people walk away from these contracts, but you should be able to say, I don't have to pay you no more, and you can't sign with somebody else because you can't have two contracts at the same time.
You're referring to Le'Veon Bell? I guess he is. First of all, he's not walking away from anything, and he's not getting paid. Until he signs his franchise tag, zero income this year so far, and he's turned his back on over $6 million roughly. So it's also a legal course he can pursue in terms of the CBA. He can sit out until week 10. That's the way that is written. So he can do it. You don't see many players do it, if at all, but he's decided to do that. Will he be here tomorrow? I still believe he's going to be here this week, so it would be disappointing to me if he's not here. Then that means he's going to be in for the long haul. He won't be until week 10. And he may decide just to skip the entire season. And if that's the case, he not only will forfeit $14.5 million, but again, I think you give your future employer not a lot of reasons to give you the guaranteed money you desire. Number one, because you may be putting yourself at all times ahead of the team. Number two, you are one failed pot smoke away from being out of the league for a long time. And who wants to guarantee money to someone who may fall into that? So Le'Veon Bell's created his own situation here. And I would have advised him completely differently. But then again, he didn't seek my advice. Let's go out to Howie in Vanport. What's up, Howie? How are you?
Okay, Bob. How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
I was wondering how much tickets are when they play in England.
I have no idea. I never asked that question. I never saw. If anyone out there has an idea, or maybe someone out there went to one of those games in Wembley Stadium, let me know. But
well, they can't be as expensive as they are in the United States.
It would depend on the venue. You know, if you go to New England, some of those tickets are really high priced given their success and everything else. New York, same way. It would just depend. And I would imagine because they want to get people in there, they're probably not as expensive. You're probably right about that. Thanks for the call. Appreciate it. Line 5, we go Pete in Squirrel
Hey,
Hill.
Bob, how are you tonight?
Good. What's up, Pete?
Hey, Bob, a guy just called you a little while ago, was making a point of the Pirates and comparable talent to the Milwaukee Brewers.
Mm-hmm.
Bob, every single year, the Pirates, the bottom 20% of baseball defensive efficiency, the bottom 20% of baseball in runs saved. Right field, first base, shortstop, third base, left field, they're compromised defensively. Bob, they can't field the ball.
You're right. Okay, what else? But, I mean, to me, the difference is they also went out and were proactive in the offseason, and the Pirates did not do it, not anything. So, I mean, if you're going to do that and add quality guys like Yelich and Kane, not to mention at the trade deadline, go out and get Mike Moustakas, you know, you're being proactive. And I think the Pirates had opportunities in the past to be proactive. I hope they are proactive in this offseason as opposed to last where they didn't do anything, basically. They just brought back the same team. We're going to take a break, come back with more right here on Pittsburgh CW.